Chatham, because of your limited availability of land, has been granted what's called a vacant land adjustment. And this expert did not take into consideration prior vacant land adjustments that had been granted to communities. Okay, so that was a model. That's what it spit out for Chatham.
Okay. So sorry, just to be clear. So in the M district, or the M district and the area over here, we're saying that we could potentially build 150 units and 30 of them would need to be affordable housing, or?
So let me explain this even more. The properties that we had to include to calculate your realistic development potential is anything vacant after we subtract out environmental constraints. We're not looking at properties that are parks or in borough use or anything like that, obviously. And then we have to assign densities to those, and that's all explained in probably more detail. But essentially, that's the method for coming up with 150 and then 20% of that to get 30. Once you have that number, the plan gives the borough the ability to provide the opportunity to construct that in the way that the borough best sees to do it.
Okay.
And so, having worked with the planning board and the borough for the last couple of years to already implement those opportunities, it seemed as though that was the place to focus on. The other thing I should say is that, and I think this is clear from the Supreme Court decision to some extent, and certainly sort of in practice, is that the fact that we've looked at properties that could be redeveloped, and I don't mean through eminent domain or using the redevelopment statute. I just mean simply reused for something other than they're used now, is important because that's something that we need to do as part of the analysis for the plan. Okay, so there's a method for coming up with a number, and then there's the planning process for proving that that can be accommodated.